Comments and emails came flooding in to us of folks' happy memories of Pearson's candy after the news broke yesterday that the factory in St. Paul will close in September. Minnesota native Matthew Swedberg, who lives in Norway, now misses the candy so much he attempts to make the candy from scratch. One Christmas, his family went through 73 bars. Sharon's aunt from New York would request nut goodies for her Christmas package. She says that was the highlight of her trip. And Sammy has even more nostalgia to share with you, while the future of the candy sits in limbo.
A gloomy day for salted nut roll and nut goodies fans.
And often when I go to the candy machine, I try to get Pearson's candy.
After it was announced that Pearson's Candy Company will close its St. Paul facility and lay off 80 employees.
When we read it yesterday, it was just like, oh, if my grandma were here, she'd be bawling.
For Tammy Wapsie, Pearson's means much more than candy.
It's actually a part of where my family started. My grandma and grandpa met there in 1943.
The then Minneapolis factory was the start of John and Helen Baer's love story.
My grandfather was the union representative. My grandmother was a supervisor, and she was very stubborn and kept refusing. He'd offer her to sign up for the union, and she kept turning him down. And so he thought, well, he'd take her out on a date. Her stubbornness is what attracted him to her.
Their first date was fishing, and after that, Helen was hooked.
Came up to the cabin. My grandpa would have a nut roll for you, or, Mr. Good Bar or something like that. It was always about Pearson's.
Helen stayed at Pearson's when John was drafted.
He sent her a letter that he would be coming home and be ready because we'll get married when I come home. They were married 64 years.
So Pearson's had this marketing ad where if you send in 25 wrappers, and then they sent you a 25-pound salted nut roll.
Tammy Souter says nut rolls were part of her childhood.
And we started laughing. We could not believe our eyes.
So while this announcement brings sadness,
Sorry, it was just such a really good childhood memory for me and my brother.
the memories were oh so sweet.
The sweetest beginning.
Sammy Solina, KARE 11 News.
Sweetest tribute there, Sammy, to Pearson's. In a statement from the owner of Pearson's Candy, Promise Confections, they told us they are planning on working to keep the legacy products around, but we really don't know what that means. I'll be right back.